Hi. Okay, we're still here desuckering some young vines. This is again a 2-year-old vine at this point, but he hasn't made fast progress in his first year, so we need to encourage his growth a little bit faster. On this particular vine, there's 1, 2, and 3 shoots only, and then there's a small, weaker shoot down here. So I think I'm going to encourage this one to grow a little bit faster by leaving 2 shoots at this point. And if we find in another week or 2 that these 2 shoots aren't making fast enough progress, we can come and thin off 1 more. But I think 2 would keep the balance pretty nicely. So what does that look like? Well, this lower, weaker sucker, that's coming off. And mind you, I get as close and flush as possible when I cut these suckers off. I don't just cut them at the ground height, for instance, and leave a little stub like that, because that's going to leave you 2 more nodes down here that are going to push suckers again. So try to get those as flush as possible in the front years of the vine establishment, and you'll have a lot less suckering to do in the future. So looking at it, in evaluating, I think this one could stand to have 1 more sucker come off of there. Let's get rid of some of this old tape so we can see what's going on. And that would just look like this. He's gone. And now these 2 shoots will be doing the job, keeping the balance between the shoots and the roots. We have a few more vines down the way here. I'm going to go through them fairly quickly, and you'll get an idea how this works without as much explanation. So I'm going to have to keep a little bit more on them. I'm looking more toward leaving 4 to 5 shoots on this particular guy right now. So this is 1 shoot, there's another shoot, here's a good shoot, possibly this one and maybe this one. Any other shoots outside of that can go away. Now, since it is the beginning of June, we're gonna leave just a little bit extra leeway so that we can still come back and thin more off if necessary, but we don't want the weather to take our shoots off unnecessarily. Like if we went down to 3 shoots and the wind came and knocked off another shoot on us, that vine would be out of balance at that point. So we need to keep a certain amount of shoots now and know that we're going to thin them down later. This guy, I like this 1, 2, 3, 4. So about 4 to 5 shoots. One of these shoots down here, any one of them could help hold back the vigor just a little bit, sort of keeping the brakes on the whole system, so to speak. So that'll be our 5th one, and most likely he'll come off in a week or 2. Alright, so the rest of them are gone. Notice that some of them I wipe off and some of them I cut off. It just depends on how close you want to get it. If you want to get really flush cuts, it's going to allow you to have less suckers in the future. They're going to have a tendency to kind of grow back next season again. So the 2 methods, either cut them or you wipe them like that. And in some cases it's worth keeping a little bit more, so that in the future, if you have to regrow your vine, you're going to have those suckers coming back. But so this one, a little bit weaker. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Maybe I'll leave a 5th one from way down here just for a little longer. But I'm looking for one that has a good direction. He's too much at a perpendicular direction from the trunk, so he's out. And then between these 2, this one's coming more closely to the ground versus this one. So I'll take the one that's a little higher up and save the one closer to the ground. And again, if all goes well, we can cut him off later on. Another vine here, we've got 1, 2, that's pretty weak, that's pretty weak. This one can go. This one we're gonna keep from down here, as well as this one. And yeah, I'm deciding, should I keep 1 more? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess 5 is good for right now. And then you can always either tie these suckers in with a little tie if you have it on hand. Otherwise we come through with a tapener with this nice green tape that's a little softer on the shoots. And that's sort of how we do it. So, thanks.